The trouble with you, Shatter, is that you don't take advice, do you? Seems the delights of Hong Kong have proved irresistible.
Welcome back to Dark Corner's Physical Media Reviews.
That is the man called Shatter.
We're continuing to look at Hammer's legacy 4K releases with the one no one was asking for, Shatter.
Must be bad.
Yeah. You could say that.
A lot of people did, including producer Michael Carreras, who took over direction late in the day after Monty Hellman, graduate of the school of Roger Corman, was fired.
You're gonna pay me, Leber. Maybe not now, maybe not here, but you're gonna pay me.
Part of the short-lived partnership between Hammer and the Shaw brothers that also produced The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires.
King! You must destroy her!
The film follows Stuart Whitman's Shatter.
That's not the name.
Yeah. More like a way of life.
An assassin who has been duped into killing the wrong man. Leaving him on everyone's hit list. The cast also includes Anton Diffring.
I don't know anything about any money. I don't know anything about any job.
Who had starred in Hammer's The Man Who Could Cheat Death back in 1959, and the ever-loyal Peter Cushing.
What it is to be needed and wanted.
In his 23rd and last Hammer feature, still creating a distinct character and giving a performance regardless of the material.
Or we'll have you floating face downwards in the harbour. I promise.
Christopher Lee called him Props Peter, and the character's habit of popping sweets throughout shows why.
There'll be the death of you, Shatter. Believe me.
Interestingly, Diffring had appeared in TV pilot Tales of Frankenstein, Hammer's attempt to turn its big screen success into a series, playing the Baron. So this includes 2 Hammer Frankensteins. On the Hong Kong side, Lun Ti impresses as Shatter's kung fu bodyguard. And the action sequences, as you would expect, are well realised. You also get a look at Hong Kong in the 70s. As social history, it is interesting. The plot, however, is unengaging, mainly because so is the hero, through no fault of Whitman.
Didn't you fire the first shot?
That too is a problem, because some innocent bystanders do get killed in the course of Shatter extracting himself from his own error, while failing to develop a distinct personality along the way.
But I'm a professional. I get paid for my work.
There's also one of the worst window falls on film. Flagged by Hellman himself in the commentary.
That shot of the bodies falling was the kind of thing that I shot in RoboCop.
That checks out. And that brings us to the extras, because as we have come to expect from these Hammer releases, this is a very impressive package and not shying away at all from the film's reputation. The first chapter of the accompanying booklet quotes Carreras when he took over direction, saying, "I just don't know how to salvage it." No one is pretending that this was anything other than a low point for Hammer, and there is blame to go around. The script was poor, the Shaw brothers sent their B team to shoot it, who didn't always show up, Whitman was frequently hungover.
After watching this movie, Shatter, I don't know what I would have changed. I would have gotten more sleep at night, I suppose, and not partied as hard as I did.
And more. You get a real sense of the desperation surrounding the company at this time, trying anything to win back their audience. The booklet contains censor notes, the shooting schedule, details of a planned TV series which the film is clearly setting up, and fascinating essays unpicking what went wrong. There's 2 new commentaries, one with Asian film expert Leon Hunt and writer Adrian Smith, hugely knowledgeable, putting the films in the context of Hong Kong cinema and other international co-productions, and a second with Fangoria's Heidi Honeycutt and crime movie expert Toby Rowan, which is more fun, film fans chatting, and, impressively, manages to avoid being mean-spirited. There's also the legacy commentary I alluded to with Hellman and Whitman, recorded separately, interviewed by Norman Hill. No idea why either agreed to do it, especially Hellman, but both are relatively good-natured about it. It's a really entertaining listen, even if Hellman's memory lets him down, and Whitman, I don't think is always trying to be funny.
Monty Hillman's girlfriend came into that small compound in the room, and that was very disturbing to me. She was delicious looking. Since then, she's dead.
Incidentally, Whitman, who would go on to star in bad movie classic Night of the Lepus...
When it gets dark, you won't be able to handle a situation. Now, Sheriff, when those rabbits start coming, they could be here in a couple of hours.
first saw Shatter in Hugh Hefner's screening room. There's also 3 documentaries about the film's making, crucially covering different aspects, so there's little repetition, and, once again, pulling no punches. Plus a featurette on composer David Lindup, hosted by his son Mike, and a comparison between the new restoration and the censored version in circulation for decades. And a poster. So, just to be clear, we review these releases at our own expense. We don't get free copies from Hammer, although if anyone from Hammer is watching, that'd be a nice gesture. This is a review, not an advert. I can't see anyone paying this money for Shatter, even restored and uncensored. But for the extras, the booklet, it's a fascinating look at the making of a film that, from relatively early on, everyone seemed to know was going to be a disaster. And at the final years of Hammer, when Carreras is trying to hold the company together with both hands and not always making great decisions.
Oh, you would survive. Just.
Nothing will improve the film, and I don't want to go over the top, it's not that bad, but if I was trying to sell it, I would say, regard the film itself as the bonus feature. It's everything else you're paying for. And because no one has ever given a damn about Shatter, it's pretty much all new. Anyway, back on track next month with the Quatermass experiment, so there's something we can all look forward to. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have you ever bought a DVD or Blu-ray solely for the extras? Let us know what and why in the comments below, along with any thoughts you might have about Shatter. Maybe someone wants to defend it.
I'd be up for Shatter too. Yeah.